Hey guys, I know it's been a while. This is Rise Frags 34. Another review for you. I've been really wanting to do this one. This is just such a classic and such a fragrance that's definitely a Hall of Fame fragrance. Just a masterpiece in a lot of our eyes. And I really wanted to tackle this one. Obviously, it's no slouch, and everybody into fragrance or even not into fragrance has heard of it. It was funny the other day. Not the other day, when one of my coworkers first started, he had a Fahrenheit on, and I walked up to him and I'm like, "Are you into fragrance at all?" And he's like, "A little bit." And I said, "Well, you smell great, man. You got Fahrenheit on." He's like, "Wow, how'd you know?" But obviously people, this is kind of like fragrance is kind of like a song, songs or like artists. You know what I mean? So if you hear a crazy song or something, or a known singer, you know who it is. And that's what this one does for us. This fragrance is just well known. If you smell it, you know exactly what it is. It's a one of a kind, which is great. So just kind of wanted to get into it a little bit. This was released in 1988. I've been kind of addicted to trying to find older bottles and stuff. This one actually I found, it's from 1990, which is pretty cool. There's the batch number and everything. Sprayer is really nice. It's excellent distribution on the sprayer. It's got the older cap, which is it's kind of different than this. This is kind of the newer caps on the ones for the newer style of them. But these are my only two Fahrenheit bottles. I love Absolute. This is another discontinued a flanker. But here's Fahrenheit. There's the box, of course. Now, I know it's been reformulated. I did have a bottle of the newer stuff. I sold a bunch of my designer stuff. I sold that one, and then I ended up picking this one up now about a year later. And I'm trying to ask, big time perfumers, is it time that makes these fragrances, more beastly and potent, or is it just the ingredients, what they used back in the day, when they didn't have a lot of the FRA stuff and a lot of the stuff they can't use now? Because it's amazing. You think about this fragrance being almost 15, 16 years old, and I'm sorry, 25 years old, and it basically still has just a great scent to it, and it lasts forever. And this was basically sealed in the box when I opened it, and so it hasn't really probably been around light or or heat, so it does, like we've all known, they can last years and years. But I've always wanted to ask you guys out there too, is it a fragrance that with time, does it really, like a wine, does it does it grow a lot more beastly? And like Acqua di Gio, I have one from the year 2000, and it's absolutely amazing. It lasts for a long time, versus the ones that are kind of produced now. But again, if we have a new bottle now, what's it going to smell like in 5 years? Is it going to maybe perform a little bit better? Is it kind of like, because it's just sitting, there and, getting all that, But just a quick question for you guys, if you can answer, that'd be awesome. But this one is just beastly. I do 2 sprays of this sucker, and it lasts a good 8 to 10 hours easy. And you really have to be careful in the heat on this one, because it does, it overpowers, and it may get cloying too. But real quick, the perfumes in this one, I'm going to try and pronounce their names. You have Jean-Louis Suzek and Maurice Roger. Top notes are going to be lavender, mandarin orange, hawthorn, nutmeg, flower, cedar, bergamot, chamomile, and lemon. Middle notes are going to be nutmeg, honeysuckle, carnation, sandalwood, violet leaf, jasmine, lily of the valley, and cedar. Base notes are leather, tonka bean, amber, patchouli, musk, and vetiver. Man, there's so much going on with this one, and what an unbelievable blend. Like I said, it's a one of a kind. You know it's Fahrenheit when you smell it on someone. There's a lot of everyone says you get that gasoline, petroleum. I don't really get too much gasoline, very little. I get more of like an oil, very woody, oily, leathery scent. But it does warm, it does get a little bit warmer when you, with the dry down. It kind of warms up. And I'm not sure where that's coming from. Maybe like the tonka bean, or some of the I don't know what it is, but it's just such an awesome scent. You get a little bit of citrus in the beginning, and you do have that that kind of that potent. I don't really want to say petroleum, but I guess it's petroleum oil, which I can see a person not really liking this as well, but I just think it's an amazing scent. And I never really took it that seriously back in the day. No one, it was a popular scent, but not like the, when I was growing up, high school and stuff. It was more of the aquatics and Acqua di Gio and things like that. This was more of, I don't really want to say older scent, but it is more maybe like a mature scent. But again, anybody can really pull it off. So just a great all-around scent. Again, I get this just beautiful leather, oily scent. It's musky. It's absolutely beautiful. There's a lot of great reviews out there on this, I'm sure. So you can obviously check theirs out. I'm just trying to do the best I can with what I get from this, but I'm glad I found this older bottle. Very potent, and I'm really glad I have it in my collection again. And again, I'm not sure about the reformulation of it. I'm sure it still smells the same, and if it doesn't last as long, I don't really care about all that. If something lasts, something I love that smells so awesome and lasts me 4 hours, it is what it is. It's great, just get a decant or whatever. But this stuff really does last a great while, and I'm really loving it. So, but like I said, so much going on with the notes. Very versatile. I could see anybody really wearing this. A night out would be really nice. I wouldn't really say on a 95-degree morning, going to take a run or something, or going to the gym or something like that. This is more of a, maybe a night out, a date scent, something like that. But just beautiful. And like I said, the guy that I work with, he wears it once in a while. And I found out he actually has 30 bottles in his collection. So he's really into fragrance too. So it's awesome. I'm excited. We found that out about him. So he's not, now we're kind of, I'm giving him some samples and stuff. So, but this has always been one of his favorites, and he's 30 years old. And he loves it. So, and he said he was even rocking this, 10 years ago. So again, I think, a younger man can pull this off too. It is kind of masculine, I don't ever want to say a woman can't wear something, but I think this is more on the, definitely a masculine scent. And I'm just, I really love it, seeing that I've really come a long way in the blends, and really trying to learn about, a lot of the, the darker stuff, and more of the, how fragrances work and everything. This is just brilliant how they blended this one. And it's just awesome. It's definitely like I said, like that song that you hear that, it's just a one of a kind, or like a singer, it's him as soon as you hear it on the radio. And this is kind of that fragrance where somebody walks past you, it's Fahrenheit. There's really nothing like it. So, but that was just my quick take on just a great fragrance. I'm sure you guys all get a lot of different vibes from it. I just get this beautiful leathery, I guess not really lavender, but like a violet. You get some of that little bit of floral in there, kind of smooths it out, and it's really nice and warm towards the end, and just a great scent. I have it on my hand right now, and it's awesome. I mean, Fahrenheit, definitely one of a kind. It definitely deserves to be in a Hall of Fame for fragrances, and I really do love it. So, but thank you guys so much. I'm gonna try and knock out some more reviews more frequently, and I've been just working a lot. So, but this is great, and I've been watching all your guys' videos out there, all the reviewers, and Facebook's been awesome. A lot of great things coming up in the community too, with some new fragrances coming out, and I just love it. I love this hobby, and I love you guys. So thank you so much, and I'll talk to you soon.